to call us human becomings, because every day we can become more human, at the same time more connected to spirit. And just by using our breath and connecting, we can alter our whole mood. And that's a different video. Today I wanted to hop on. I don't normally hop on Sundays, but I had a few minutes in my car and I was going through some emails, and I got one that said that there's a new poll out from a news organization that populations in America in general, that we are becoming more sad on a daily basis and more miserable. And so I read a little bit more into it, and the three main emotions that were associated with the article were sadness, anger, and fear. And that was coming out of a major news organization that normally discusses politics. Just gave me pause, and I wanted to hop on and discuss that, because if you are feeling the majority of the time any of those emotions, I want to plead with you to private message me, or somehow get in touch with me or someone else that deals with this this business of negative emotion on a daily basis to serve others. And that's a frightening statistic, because we don't have to feel this way. We just don't. And because we've become this automatic feel-good nation with the epidemic of pills, I think we've forgotten largely how to rely on ourselves with very simple methods to be able to wake up and greet the day with, instead of sadness, anger, and fear, to create the day of, oh my gosh, I'm here, I'm alive, another day. What am I going to do with it? And even if that day is lounging around a pool, if you live in a warm climate, or even if it's watching a great football game, or even if it's going to really indulge in your favorite Italian restaurant, all of that can be done with joy and a sense of purpose. Yes, even doing mundane things has a sense of purpose, and that is to continually elevate how we feel, so that spreads out, right? How we feel isn't just inside. You know, when you're around someone that makes you feel good, you want to stay around them. And when you're around someone that makes you feel less than, you want to get the heck away. And that's because our energy fields expand beyond our body, whether we know it or not. And so the more there is a lightness of being within someone, and the more that is spread out, because people with that ability naturally open to other people. So that's the kind of person that you might be drawn to. If you're in a dark space and in an angry space, you're going to search out people that feel the same way, so that you don't have to change that state. Believe me, I've been there, and I've been in miserable situations where I just don't know how to dig myself out, or I don't have the courage to do it yet. And so I find people that are in the same miserable situation as me, so I can bitch and moan about it. And that is a normal human reaction, but once we become aware of it, then it's our responsibility to move out of it and to find someone that has what you want. Meaning, find a person that makes you want to feel better, that inspires you, that says when you talk to them, you're like, God, I just want to be around that person all the time. Find a mentor that has that energy and has that life that you want to aspire to. This is not a form of attachment or glomming on to somebody. This is looking for the energy that you want to become. And it is so possible to do. And what a statistic that more of us than not are sad, angry, depressed, and fearful. And if you're that person, um, chances are anyone that's listening to this has been there at some point in their lives. And we just need the tool set, and it is a tool set to learn to bring ourselves into this different state. And then once we are practicing, just like anything, any muscle that we practice, any skill that we practice, once we continue on a daily basis with the tool set that we are given, then it becomes who we are again. Over time, it doesn't become something that we have to use and exercise that muscle. Over time, it becomes who we are again, because it's what we were born as. And all we're doing is shedding off all the bullshit and becoming who we were when we were born, and when we were toddlers, and when we were just living on a day-to-day basis. Do you remember when you were young and you wanted to go outside and be in nature, perhaps? There wasn't a reason that we had to live. There wasn't something that we had to wake up and do to become something. We just were. We were magical human beings that knew the magic of the world around us and participated in it. And that's a state that no matter what age we are in, we can rediscover that part of us, and life changes beyond your dreams, I promise. My mentor doesn't even know that she is my mentor, because she's a 96-year-old woman that I believe still lives in France. But she teaches yoga and gets into poses that I'm still trying to get into, that I will get into as I work on them on a daily basis. But her motto is that we are not our age, we are energy, and that's all that we are. There's no definition that she has of, she was a beautiful actress and a model and been a yoga teacher for I think 60 years, and none of those are her identity though. Her identity is I am energy, and she's been taking care of her body properly for a very, very long time, so it's working. Probably if she were to do a scientific study of herself, she probably has the body of a 30, 40, 50-year-old, I would imagine, because when I see her going into these poses, it's amazing. So at any point in our life, no matter how young or how old we are, once we get on this journey of becoming our potential inside and out, we can change the age of our body. Those of us that really don't believe in the aging process, that it has to happen on a schedule, based on what the majority of people live by, then those of us tend to be ageless. And that doesn't mean that we don't have wrinkles, we don't have certain processes that our bodies go through. It's a choice. And being human now, with the developments that we have in today's world, allows us to create our day, to create our body, and to create our minds as we see fit. There's been so many advances that we know now with how we eat, how we sleep, how we think, and how we move determines how our body feels. That's all for now, but if you're one of those people in that horrible statistic that I just read, please reach out to me. Let me talk to you, and there is no cost in reaching out to me and letting me talk to you and see where you're at and see what possible antidotes that we might have. We need to reach out and change our lives, and telling one person is the first step. So if it's not me, find someone that you trust that has what you want, and that's the first step to getting there. Have a beautiful Sunday, and peace out, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah. Please leave comments if there's anything you want to say publicly on Facebook, and private message me on Messenger if there's something that you want to tell me that's private. Okay, bye for now.